Solving quadratic equations in one variable. Multiple choice. Question number 1. The equation x minus 1 multiply x plus 2 equals 0 is of first degree or second degree or third or fourth degree. It's clear that the equation of second degree, because the higher power it will be 2, and we can solve it and prove it multiplying x minus 1 by x plus 2. So we have x minus 1 multiply x plus 2 equals x multiply x equals x square, and the negative 1 multiply 2, it will be negative 2. The middle term, how we get it? Multiplying the means, it will be negative x plus the product of the extremes. So we have negative x plus 2x. The result will be positive x. Again, negative x plus 2x equals x. And here we have the greatest power is 2. So the equation of second degree, and we will choose letter B. Next question. The solution set of the equation x squared equals x in R is. Here we have x squared equals x. So x squared minus x equals 0, and we can factorize it by taking out the highest common factor, which is x, and we divide x squared divide x equals x, negative x divide x equals negative 1, and from this we have x equals 0 or x minus 1 also equals 0, so x equals 1. So the solution set equals 0 and 1, and we can use calculator to solve this quadratic equation. We know that here we have x squared minus x equals 0, so the coefficient of x squared is 1, and the coefficient of x is negative 1, and the absolute term equals 0, not exist. Here it is equal 0, and we can write a equals 1 and b equals negative 1 and c equals 0, because the standard form for this equation is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Here c is the absolute term, which equals 0. And now go to the calculator. We have x1 equals 1 and x2 equals 0, and then you can write the solution set as 0 and 1. Solution set equals 0 and 1 from the calculator. Next, question number 3. The solution set of the equation x squared plus 3 equals 0 in R. Here we have R is the set of real numbers. We have x squared equals negative 3. Since x squared plus 3 equals 0, so x squared equals negative 3, and x equals positive or negative square root of negative 3, and this number doesn't belong to set of real numbers. So solution set equals 5, and the answer will be letter D. Next question. The solution set of the equation x squared minus 2x equals negative 1 in R. Now we rewrite this equation. X squared minus 2x plus 1 equals 0. We must put the right hand side equals 0, and then we factorize it. Of course we can solve it using calculator, and now x squared, it is x multiply x. 1, it is negative 1 multiply negative 1. Notice that the last sign here is positive, so the two signs here of 1 must be the same, negative and negative, because negative by negative equals positive, or positive by positive equals positive. But the two signs must be as the sign of the middle term here. So we have x minus 1 all square equals 0. It means x minus 1 equals 0. So x equals 1, and the solution set equals 1. Of course you can use calculator. From this equation we can write here a equals 1 and b equals negative 2 and c equals 1. And now we have calculator. Start from the beginning. So the answer we have only x, not x1 and x2. So solution set equals 1, and we'll choose letter D. Of course here you have to notice that x squared minus 2x plus 1, it is perfect square. In the form x minus 1 multiply x minus 1, or x minus 1 all power 2 here equals 0. That's why I said x squared minus 2x plus 1 is perfect square. So we have two equal solutions. Here the figure opposite represents the graph of the curve of the quadratic function f, and the solution set of the equation f of x equals 0, one of these options. So one of these sets here, the curve touches x-axis at only one point, it is negative 2. So the solution set is negative 2. Solution set is negative 2 at letter A. Solution set equals negative 2. Okay, choose the correct answer from the given ones. The necessary condition which makes the equation ax squared plus x plus c equals 0 quadratic is a is greater than 0, b less than 0, a not equal 0, a not equal 0, and b not equal 0. So the coefficient must be not equal 0, and the solution will be c. If a equals 0, what happened? We will get 0 plus bx plus c equals 0. It means bx plus c equals 0, and this equation not quadratic equation. It is a linear equation, first degree equation. So the necessary condition is a not equal 0. Next question. Here we have y minus 4 all square equals 36, and y is less than 0. It means negative. Y is negative number. Okay, then y plus 4 equals one of these numbers. Okay, now we have y minus 4 all square equals 36. By taking the square root to both sides, what we get? Y minus 4 equals positive or negative square root of 36, two roots. So y minus 4 equals positive or negative 36, 6. Square root of 36 is 6. So we have two cases here. y minus 4 equals 6, or y minus 4 equals negative 6, and then y equals 10, as 6 plus 4 equals 10, or y equals negative 2, as negative 6 plus 4 equals negative 2. But we have here a condition that y is less than 0. So this solution, y equal 10, is refused. So we complete. We have y equals negative 2. The required here, not a. The required here is to find y plus 4. So y plus 4 equals negative 2 plus 4, which equal 2, and the solution will be 2. Letter 2. Letter B. Okay. Next. Here we have, if x equals 4 is one of the roots of the equation x square plus mx minus 4 equals 0. Here we have x squared plus mx equals 4. So x squared plus mx minus 4 equals 0. So we have this equation, and the x equals 4 is one of the roots. It means f of 4 equals 0. So substituting x equals 4, we will get 16 plus 4m. X equals 4, m multiply 4 equals 4m, minus 4 equals 0, and we will simplify the left hand side. 16 minus 4 equals 12, plus 4m equals 0. So 4m equals negative 12. It means m equals negative 12 divide 4, which equal negative 3. Here the required is to find the value of m. We have m equals negative 3. It is a solution. It is the right solution here. But we must check the other solutions. We have m is an even number. No, it's wrong, because we have negative 3. 1 minus m is a perfect square. Let us check it. 1 minus m. What is the value of m? It is negative 3, which equal 4, and this is a perfect square. So the solution here in C is a right solution. Here they said A and C are both right. So we will choose the letter as a solution, because we have the solution is in A is right, and the solution in C also is right. So what we say, the answer is letter D. Next question. The common root of the two quadratic equations, x squared minus 3x plus 2 equals 0, and the other equation, 2x squared minus 5x plus 2 equals 0. Here we want to know the common root. So first we will find the two roots of the first equation. It will be, let us factorize it, x multiply x equals 0. Positive 2, it is negative 1 multiply negative 2. And here we have x minus 1 equals 0, or x minus 2 equals 0. It means x equals 1, and here x equals positive 2. Here we have 2x squared minus 5x plus 2 equals 0. Let us factorize it. We have 2x squared, it is 2x multiply x, and 2, it is negative 1 multiply 2. Of course you can use calculator, multiply negative 2. Here we have negative 1, it is the product of the means, plus negative 4, the product of the extremes, equals the negative 5. So here we have right factorization, and then we have 2x minus 1 equals 0. It means x equals 1 over 2, positive half. Here x minus 2 equals 0, then x equals 2, and the common solution is x equal 2 and x equals 2. So we will choose letter A. So the common root is 2. Okay. Next question, number 5. Here, if the curve y equals x multiply a minus x, which is the following statements could be right? First, the curve intersects x-axis at the 2 points 0 and 0, a and 0. 2, the curve vertex is a over 2 and a square over 4. 3, the axis of symmetry of the curve is x equals a. So a1 and 2 only, 1 and 3 only, 2 and 3 only, all the previous. Let us study it from the beginning. Here we have y equals x multiply a minus x. Let us check the first solution. When x equal 0, to find the points of intersection of the curve with x-axis, put y equals 0. So 0 equals x multiply ax, and x multiply negative x is negative x square. It means ax minus x square equals 0. And let us factorize it by taking out x as a common factor. So x, here between brackets we have a minus x equals 0. As ax divide x equals a, negative x squared divide x equals negative x. and from this we have x equals 0 or a minus x equals 0. It means x equals a. So when y equals 0 we have x equals 0, and when y equals 0 also we have x equals a. So the curve intersects x-axis at the 2 points here, 0 and 0, and a and 0 also. So the first solution is right. Let's study second solution, second choice. Here they talk about the curve vertex. The x coordinate to the vertex, x coordinate to the vertex equals, it's the rule, negative b over 2a. Now we have negative b is the coefficient of x. What is the coefficient of x in this equation here? What is the coefficient of x? The coefficient of x is a over 2 multiply a. A is the coefficient of x square, is negative 1, and this is equal, negative over negative is positive, so it is a over 2. So the x coordinate to the vertex is a over 2. Then what is the value of y coordinate to the vertex? Y equals, substituting x equals a over 2 in the equation of the curve. Here we can write y equals ax minus x square. Y equals ax minus x square. So y equals a multiply x, it is a over 2 minus a over 2 all square, and we can simplify it. It will be a square over 2, as a multiply a equals x square minus a square over 4, and then it is equal, the lowest common multiple to the denominators is 4. Note that 4 is divisible by 2 and also divisible by 4. 4 divided 2 is 2. 2 multiply a square, it is 2a square, minus 4 divided 4 equals 1. Multiply a square equals a square, and the result equals a square over 4, because 2a square minus a square equals a square. So the vertex is the point a over 2 and a square over 4. Also number 2 is a right solution. Number 3, the axis of symmetry of the curve is x equals a. It's wrong. Why? Because the axis of symmetry of the curve, it will be x coordinate of the vertex. It means and its equation, x equals a over 2, not a. So 1 and 2 are the two right solutions only. So we have to choose letter A. Letter A here. Of course 1 and 3 is wrong, because 3 is wrong solution here. 2 and 3 is wrong, or also all of this is wrong. So we'll choose letter A. Next question, number 6. The opposite figure represents the curve y equals ax square plus bx plus c. the curve is opened downwards, so the coefficient of x square is must be negative. It means a is less than 0. It means a is negative, right? So the first choice is wrong, second choice is wrong, so maybe the C or D. Okay, here at this point here we have x coordinate equals 0. So what is the value of y coordinate? So back to the equation, we have y equals ax square plus bx plus c, and then put y equals put x equals 0. We have y of 0 equals 0 plus 0 plus c, and then y coordinate when x equals 0 is c, but c belongs to the positive part of x-axis here, right? So c must be greater than 0, and we will choose letter C. Letter C. If the curve intersects y-axis at the negative part here, we will choose letter D, because in this case C less than 0. Next question. In the opposite figure, if the volume of the cuboid is 40, so V equals 40 centimeter power 3, then x equals, here the required is to find x. The volume of the cuboid equals the product of its 3 dimensions, or the product of the area of the base multiply its height. So V equals x plus 1 multiply x multiply 2, and V equals 40, so we can write V equals 40 here. To solve this equation, we divide both sides by 2. What we get? 20 equals x plus 1 multiply x. So 20 equals x multiply x is x square, plus 1 multiply x is x, and then x square plus x minus 20 equals 0, and we will factorize it. It will be x multiply x, and the two factors of 20, it may be 2 multiply 10 or 4 multiply 5. We'll choose 4 multiply 5, because the difference between 4 and 5 is 1. It is the coefficient of x, and here we have 5 positive, and here we have negative 4, and then x minus 4 equals 0. It means x equals 4, x plus 5 equals 0. It means x equals negative 5, and this solution is refused because x is a length of this dimension. So the right solution will be 4, and we can check it, of course, substituting here. We have x plus 1 equals 5 multiply 4 multiply 2. It is the volume. 5 multiply 4 multiply 2 equals 40. It is the given volume. It is the given volume, so x equal 4 is a right solution. Next question. Here we have the area of rectangle equals 78. Then the parameter of the rectangle equals, okay, let us start from the beginning. The area of rectangle equals 78, and the area of rectangle equals the product of two dimensions, the product of length multiply width. So x plus 4 multiply x minus 3 equals 78, right? And then x square plus x minus 12 equals minus 78 equals 0. Okay, x multiply x square, 4 multiply negative 3 is negative 12, and 4x minus 3x equals positive x, it is the middle term. And now we have x square plus x minus 90 equals 0, as negative 12 minus 78 equals 90. By factorization, what we have, x multiply x, and the 90 is 9 multiply 10, because the difference equals 1. Of course, you can choose your calculator. Here is positive, here is negative. And now x minus 9 equals 0. It means x equals 9 or x equals negative 10. And this is refused. Okay, because when you put x equals negative 10 here, it will be negative 13, and here it will be negative 6. CB equal negative 6, of course can't be. So when x equals 9, what is the value of the parameter? The parameter of rectangle equals 2 multiply length plus width, x plus 4 plus x minus 3. So it is equal to multiply 2x plus 1, as 4 minus 3 equals 1. Now substituting x equals 9, what we get? The parameter equals 2 multiply 9 here, 2 multiply 9 plus 1 equals 2 multiply 19, which equal 38, and we'll choose letter C. You can check the solution. Substituting x equals 9 here, you will get 38. And if you substitute x equals 9, the area equals x minus 3 multiply x plus 4, right? So when x equals 9, so 9 minus 3 is 6, multiply 9 plus 4 is 13. So 6 multiply 13 equals 687. It will be 78, like the given area. So it is a right solution. Next question. Here a rectangle piece of land whose dimensions 6 and 9 meters. It is needed to double its area by increasing each dimension equal distance. Then the distance increased equals. So first we will draw the original rectangle here, and its dimensions are 6 meters and 9 meters. We want to double its area by increasing the same distance to its two dimensions. Here, what is the area of the rectangle in this case? The area equals the product of its two dimensions, length by width. It will be 54 meter square, and the new rectangle will be in the form of, here we increase the dimensions. It will be here 6 plus x meter. It is the new dimension, and the other dimension will be 9 plus x meter. In this case, its area will be double. So we have the area here is 54. The new area must be 2 multiply 54, which equal 108 meter square. Here is the new area, equals the area equals 108, and then we solve this equation. The area here is 6 plus 9, 6 plus x multiply 9 plus x. It is equals 108. So 6 multiply 9, it is 54, plus 9 x multiply 9, it is 9x plus 6x, it is 15x, plus x square minus 108 equals 0. And we will arrange it. We have x square plus 15x minus a negative 108 plus 54, it is negative 54 equals 0. And now we factorize it. It will be x multiply x equals factorizing 54 and the 54, and the difference will be 15, positive 18 minus 3, and x plus 18 equals 0, or x minus 3 equals 0. Here it means x equals 3, and here x equals negative 18, and this is refused, of course. So the increased distance must be equals 3 here. So we write 3. Okay, let us check the area after increasing. Here we have the area length multiply width, right? Right. When x equals 3, 6 plus 3 equals 9, and 9 plus 3 equals 12. So the two dimensions 9 and 12, and its area equals 9 multiply 12, which equal 108 meter square.